Hello, welcome back. This is Tina with Creative Brain, Organized Life, and we just finished 12 days with the Anna Griffin Advent Calendar, and I wanted to show you sort of a review of everything that we did and talk about what we can do next. So these are all of the dies from all 12 days. So this was day 1, the nesting tag shape with the circular hole and some holly. Day 2 was this pretty little oval, roundish oval picture frame with the bow, which I love. I actually have one cut out here. So cute. I could see using that on all kinds of things going forward. And there it is in the red. And then this tag, which is really fun because it's got a shape at the top and a squared out bottom with a longer hole that I could see using this for a lot too, with the really thicker ribbons, or when you want to do multiple strings and ribbons all together, that makes room for it. Plus it can go in the middle of this long wreath. And then this one was sort of like a two-sided shape, and so this would be good for pictures or folding it in half, which I know we did that with this one. We folded it in half and made it a pull tab, and then that was our first little star, which I loved. This is the normal banner tag form with a wreath and an oval circle. This was the one I called postage stamps, which I think we had a lot of fun with that one. And then a bigger star, or more of a star. This one is like a star with a circle hole in it, and this one is a star all the way through. And then the ornament shape, which some people loved and some people weren't too sure about. I like it, and you can cut it out multiple times and then fold it together and make it a full 360 ornament tag or ornament for the tree. I absolutely love the snowflake. That's one of my favorites. And then this is more of a squared off version of the regular tag shape, and this ornament was one of my other favorite designs. It came out so pretty when we did 2 different colors. We did like a green ornament and then a red ribbon. And I thought this was pretty. It's like a wavy square shape. And then this tag, I have it this way because that's how we did it, but you could have it facing, any other way. You could have it facing up or facing down. This would be good for a mini birthday banner in a scrapbook page, or even the large one would be good for a message, like if you want to print off multiple messages on your computer printer paper and then use that to cut it out and make it nice and put that inside of the card or the scrapbook journaling. But this is so pretty. I could see definitely using this for other holidays, without the star. It just looks like an accented piece. It's sort of, like a scrolly quilting kind of vibe. Sorry, I'm getting over a cold. This one also, I had it facing up like that one, and it has the long sort of wreath. I called it a French mirror sort of frame. And then this was another new shape for the hole. Here I was wondering if this was the same hole as that one. And it kind of seems like it. So that's good because, let's see, which one was it? Was it this one or this one where I wanted a hole on both sides? Even on this one. So if I wanted to use both of the holes at the same time, I could get 2 holes with one pass through the die machine. but I was thinking we could dangle things off of the bottom there if you're hanging it up, you know, on a gift bag or something like that. That might be cute. And then another pretty scrollish wreath frame, but in a square type rectangular shape. And, you know, I already see where I could merge some of these together, so I would take the rectangle from day 3 and use it in there. I think that looks great too. So I'll keep them together with how they came, but definitely going forward now I'll use them all together, mix and match. And then the last one is, I think, possibly the biggest one, but it's also two-sided, sort of like that one, but bigger. And I used it in sort of like a book type form, like that's the spine of the book there. And then this was really fun. Kind of reminds me of a more modern, like ironwork sort of wreath that you could hang on the door. And then a flowery kind of star sort of shape there. So I think this also could be used, you know, on the snowflake. It could be here. So lots of mixing and matching possible here. And then I was going to show you all of the completed tags. So set that aside. But first I want to show you what we have left over on our scraps, the ones that I kept. Some of them I threw out, but I try to keep as much as possible that I thought we could use for cutting at least the little center one. So like, let's take that star again, right? So if I use that as my guide, this little star, you know, I could probably get a couple more out of these little scraps and then they'll be ready. I don't know if you can see that on the camera, but you understand what I'm saying. This one actually is a good shape to cut and use as a strip. So I probably would just sort these by, you know, bigger pieces like that to smaller ones. That one I'm probably going to throw away, but I just saved it because it's that really pretty gold. And let's see, what if we used the wavy square? It would fit. So see how it seems ridiculous to keep all these little pieces, but look at that, fits right there. And that would be a great accent. Let me show you which one this came from, this one. So that would be a great accent gold piece there on top of, you know, say if you were doing the blue color on the tag, then that little gold piece would definitely stand out. So that piece wasn't as big. Now this one I thought was interesting because it's already sort of like a frame. So if I used this as a picture cover, and then you could put pretty things along the bottom, maybe cut the wreath out that came with the kit. And so I could see using that as is with a picture behind it, or a message. Again, this one, so that's the ornament one. So I feel like those might use as is, and then just add things to them. And this was the relief of when I cut out the scroll, and I thought maybe just using it somewhere, just so maybe even just that part as an accent. And then this, do you see here, let's use this one. Do you see the jagged sort of zigzag line that we could use? So let's see. So I think I'll probably, oh, here's the oval. That one is so pretty. So that would be great for my little mini photo album I do for Christmas. And, you know, this is what I would do. I keep going through sorting what I want to keep and then piling up all the other ones that are ready to cut, and then I would just load them all up on my cutting mat. So get all the little shapes out, see what would fit, and cut them through the machine. Or like this one, it's a little thin there. I'm not sure if I would reuse it. I may just cut that with my trimmer or my scissors and use the strip as an accent, you know, say behind something or along a card. That again, I probably would just cut that pretty strip off and not worry about the rest of that. Put the rest of that in the trash. So that's how I'm going to go through my scraps, and then, you know, try and make some things when I'm done, and I will definitely share that with you. Some of the holes left over in the teeny tiny pieces, I was talking about making a shaker card with that, so that's a great idea. I know we did treat boxes at Anna Griffin Create this year, and some people were doing a shadow, like shaker box front to the treat boxes that you put cookies or gifts in. And so these bigger little confetti pieces that came from when we cut the dies out, especially the gold. I absolutely love the gold backed ones. These would be really great in, you know, the bigger shaker things, like a treat box one. I don't have one here with me, but I do have a treat box. I'll show you what I'm talking about. So this is the treat box that we made. This is my own put together version of half of a bow and different color ways than what she did, but the die design is the same. And then you just open it like this, and you put your cookies or your presents inside. So some people were making, well, we learned how to make a shadow box on the front here, and so these little confetti pieces would be great for something like that. But in a case like this, with just the normal treat box and a pretty design, you could make this into a shadow box shaker tag and hang it off of there. And that could be the to and from. Or you could, you know, just use one of the tags that we did make, which is why I had this here. I was just going to hook on one of the tags that we made from the Advent Calendar. So let's go through those now, and we will take a look at all of the tags that we made. Okay, so here are all the tags. So that's the front of it, and I just sort of stuck them all back in here under each day, which makes it so fun. So 1 through 12, these are all the tags that we made. And then the next video we can talk about what we're going to do with the leftover Advent Calendar. Come up with some ideas with that. And so I have a video if you want to see all of the individual making of all of these tags. They're on the YouTube channel. And you can see how we did each day. But this is all 1 through 12. So I will go ahead and post another video soon of walking through and showing you all of the tags. And then the next video after that, we're going to come back to all 12 of these and cut out all of the scraps that we have left. And then I'm also going to go ahead and pull out different papers from our stash and see what we can make for other holidays, like so maybe not with the holiday holly, snowflake, and the ornament. But all the rest, I totally, maybe not the star, but that star would be good for birthdays or other holidays. The scroll, definitely the bow. And then all of the frames in tag shapes, except for maybe the ornament. I could see reusing for birthdays, for congratulations, retirement, you know, Mother's Day, Father's Day, Valentine's Day. I can see using all of these. So we'll pull out our pink paper and our red paper and come up with some fun other designs. So I'm really glad that you're joining me on this journey through the Advent calendar and all the things that we can do with our nested tag frames. And I really enjoy hearing from you. So please comment if you get a chance and like the video, or subscribe, and then you can be alerted whenever I post a new video. All right, thanks. Happy crafting.